Slovenia with 2 wins, Netherlands and France both very, very impressive. Can they go 3 from 3? Or will Canada end their week on a high? Lupke to serve, first point, first set. We're underway with an ace. Make of that what you will. Do you give that as an ace? Because they got 3 touches on it. Either way, great serve, great start for Canada.
It's a negative reception, unable to control the second contact.
Oh, that sounds so much more boring than just ace. Ugh. Eric Lupke goes again. First break point, Canada's way. But if Slovenia side out here, they won't be too worried. Shebel to do exactly that. Recycles, and Ropret goes the other way. And there's a net touch from Ma, 1-1. Tonček Stern didn't pick up an ace against France, got 2, 3 against Netherlands. And Ma passes that in nicely to her. Lupke on the pipe, great pickup. But a wild swing from Tonček Stern.
The Canadians looking really switched on to start this game. Some nice tempo plays early on. Good service pressure, quality reception.
Demyanenko played all his pro club volleyball in France. Best middle blocker in Norseka last season. Decent first serve. Oh, wow. Van Berkel makes the block. Payek left it, expecting there to be someone in behind him.
Well, it was a second movement from Lucas Van Berkel. His position didn't move too much. He knew that the ball was going to have to go across him and was always going to be in the play.
Really good early service pressure from Canada. That one touched down the line. Oh, good hustle. Demyanenko, then Van Berkel, the 2 middles hooking up. Oh, and then Van Berkel shutting one down. What a start he's had. 2 blocks already.
Very quick feet from the big man. Nice touches by Demyanenko and Van Berkel. And one almost skittles Kaczynski. But great movement on block and really good ball skills. Complete volleyball players in Demyanenko and Van Berkel.
Kaczynski given the nod over Schwartz for this one. Played a key part in that victory over Turkey. And Slovenia just not at the races. Shebel getting shut down. Timeout called. Canada all over it. They lead 5-1.
Ehi, ascoltatevi un po', siamo un po' più tensi, con calma, con attenzione, quelli palloni che si possono riparare si riparano, ok? Non le diamo i punti diretti, con calma, andiamo sulle coperture, tranquilli, ok? Vai, la prossima, side out, attenti con la ricezione, se schiacciano forte lo teniamo da noi, avete visto, si può recitare la palla.
Cretu opting to use Italian in that timeout. But the thrust there is, let's make sure we have our heads in the right places. We're not trying to do anything crazy. Let's be calm, focus on side out, and really get the game back on even terms after a blistering start from Canada.
Demyanenko, 5-1. Ropret. Oh, wow. Wow.
Well, it's the second ball where it looks like the spacing between Payek and Ropret is not quite right. Either Payek isn't coming to the spot where Ropret expects, or Ropret is just leaving him short twice. Very unusual. These players played a lot together.
Well, they've been so sharp for the 2 games we've seen them.
Maybe the day off takes a little bit to shake the very quickly acquired rust off. I'm sure we'll see them back to their best very soon.
Well, this has been very well spoken about. They've not had any warm-up games, have they? At some point, that will catch up with you. Is today the day? Ma, that's off Erno's chest. Too hot for him. 7-2. Because, of course, you can come out like they did, knowing they needed a win, all guns blazing. And then that initial adrenaline spike wears off, and Canada looking well oiled. 7-2. Kaczynski. Better pass. And Urno can't find the floor. Lerpke gets down well. Overpass by Louis. Better from Payek. And better again from Stern.
Stefan Ma playing the game within the game, guessing that there was going to be another attempt from Payek to find the ball with Ropret. Guess is wrong, and Tonček Stern has a nice open net to swing on.
Question for you. It can wait until the man I want to talk about is on camera. That one's gone long from Payek. Has Eric Lerpke borrowed Justin Louis' shorts?
It's a very continental fashion choice.
God.
Just showing a bit of leg.
I'm surprised he can move in them. Another good serve, forces the ball wide of Szebul. He recycles off the block. Stern starting to click into gear.
Nice swing from Stern. Really only two options in the Slovenian transition offense. So great job going high. Greetings from Gregor Ropret there, getting up close and personal. But a great swing, knowing the block's there high, takes the seam. Good swing in transition.
Ropret. Nice platform by Ma. To the middle and Van Berkel. He is taking this opportunity in the starting six. What an opening to the first set from that man. Wow. Well, he's got away with it there, Tina Ernau, but the handling is all off, isn't it?
The rhythm is not quite where they would want it to be. They have managed to find a little bit of a role, or looking a little bit more fluid in their offense so far. That's that day off. They surely would have gone and worked yesterday. It wasn't a day at the beach, but needing to find that game rhythm once again quite quickly.
Ma the target for the serve. Lerpke off the hands. Chance to break a point back. Oh, yes! Tina Ernau. 2 points in a row for him. Here is Tina. Louis into her. Out to Kaczynski. Four-point lead restored. Her. Into Ropret. Have some of that. Clement Szebul.
Well, the connection to position 4 is certainly working. Excellent tempo. And there's a small amount of backspin on the ball. This is Gregor Ropret trying to get the ball to sit in the hitting window just a little bit longer.
Float service from Kozamernik. Demyanenko gets blocked. Payek gets some black ink in the ledger. Two-point game. Slovenia have woken up. Been as many as 4 down. Kozamernik puts the extra zip on that one. It goes long. Well, that's one break point back. They just need to side out now to make it stick. Lerpke. Ooh, overpassed. Good night.
Full rotation for Canada. Lerpke serving again, and once more troubles the Slovenian receivers in that 6-5 seam. Kovacic, pretty brave there, stepping in.
Dangerously close to the crown jewels, that was. That'll put you out of the game. Ropret over to Stern. Oh, it's a good effort. It's a good scramble. But 12-9, they've already cancelled that break point. Well played, Eric Lupke. Yeah, tough one for Luke Hurt. Konchek Stern. 4 points already. Ma, Hurt. Oh, Ma from what, 4 meters off the net. Only as far as Stern, who gets blocked. That's a big, big moment.
Good choice by Stefan Ma. There has to be some small element of doubt in the mind of Gregor Ropret how he wants to use Pike now. Normally that would hold the block a lot more towards the center of the court. Demyanenko still respecting that Pike as an option, but Stefan Ma not needing to stay and help with the ball running longer away from the setter.
Demyanenko on to Erno. Out to Shebul. Oh, Demyanenko got there. But couldn't make an impact on the points.
The Canadian blockers did follow the setting location there. They took a step to the left when the ball was moved toward position 2, and this opens up the longer set and creates space on the long side of the court.
Shebul. Off the net. Well left by Van Berkel. Good communication with Ma to make that happen, and it's led to the point.
And there are a couple of Canadians, Danny Demyanenko, one of the staff members, lined up almost exactly on that baseline. They would have been screaming to make sure that that ball was left.
Well, that ball needed to be left too, because Kaczynski hasn't made the connection he wants. I think on the whole, though, Canada will be pretty happy with this.
Really positive start, and even though Slovenia have found some rhythm, staying really solid in their side-out game.
Payenk. Top spinner to Van Berkel. Can't really miss.
It's a basic tactic. Establish the middle early. We saw it a lot with Finn McCarthy in the court. Now Van Berkel the beneficiary. But it's simple, but there's a reason why everyone wants to do it.
Ma. Into Kovacic. Now Stern. Ma is deep. He's put that right on the referee. But the hustle's good. Oh, great dig again by Ma. The one-handed set put down by Lupke. Oh, is that Van Berkel or Bruno?
That was phenomenal ball control by Lucas Van Berkel. I know that he will not have practiced this. This is ball awareness. This is understanding of what his options are. Phenomenal effort. And Lupke digs into the bag of solutions once more. And the cross-body little drop shot down the line. Lucas Van Berkel and Lupke rightly enjoying that action.
Oh, that is going on his highlights reel forever. Oh, so's that. Lupke. And then Ma comes through. These are big plays by Canada. Big plays.
Great effort, great concentration, great awareness of what's happening on the court. Canada back out to a 6-point lead, and that will cause a Slovenian timeout.
First of all, the easy things, okay? The set, attention in defense, attention the balls that are coming from the block. Right there. They are putting now the serve good inside. We have to fight there, keep it positive up, and we play and we stay in the game, okay? Ball is staying on our side.
The Slovenians do need to focus on their side of the net, because on the Canadian side of the net, they are dialed in. Lots of defensive touches and lots of heads-up plays, creating time, creating opportunities, and the next phase of play is ready to go. It's left the Slovenians spinning their wheels a little bit.
17-11. We've not seen Slovenia dominated like this so far this week. Ma serves that one long. He had an imploring look to the referee there. He thought that one might just have dropped, but not this time, Mr. Ma.
I'm not sure the puppy dog eyes would work on Vladimir Simonovic even.
No, not even if they were from an actual puppy dog. Ropret, 5 aces in the tournament. Oh, it's close. It's in! What a serve from Gregor Ropret! Wow!
That is in the very, very last millimeters. Precision play.
Do it again, I dare you. That is outstanding. That's pretty good too. Back-to-back aces for Gregor Ropret.
Inspirational stuff. Getting the gap back down to 3, a lot more manageable. And Thomas Samovo will take a moment to bring some control back in their side-out game.
Fine, okay, guys. We know exactly this is their game. We stay, step, and step. Ready on variations after, okay, without moving from the position, okay. Stay with confidence, because we get the ball in 3 meters and we side out.
Some clear technical instruction from Thomas Samovo, talking about how they want to position their bodies, that they can make the best first contact, and then that they don't need to do anything extra. They can stay in their base system. They can work in the way that they want to work. Just a technical focus for this next side out.
See, 17-14, it's a contest all of a sudden. Next few points, important. Ropret, oh, Luke Hurt has his wits about him. Lerpke misses. That's not touched anyone. 2-point game. (17-15), Slovenia finding a way off the back of this Ropret serve. Ma, that's a better first touch. Oh, and a better third one as well. Kaczynski, he's pumped today, isn't he?
Well, he's always a high energy player. He brings so much emotion into the court, backing up his excellent athleticism. A really nice swing down the line there, but you can feel his presence when he's out there.
Van Berkel. Slovenia really high to take that. Tees up the pipe, doesn't come off. Kozomurnik in at setter. Stern off the hands. Can Canada turn it round? Oh, nicely done by Kaczynski. Great awareness. Lerpke blocked. Back to Lerpke. Oh, bit of chest, bit of foot. No hands for Slovenia. And Canada back to 4 ahead.
The defensive position that Gregor Ropret has to take against Eric Lerpke in response to the number of solutions that Lerpke has. He's playing really short, about 4 meters, because he knows that there's so many different ways that Lerpke can score without hitting the ball hard.
Stern. Recycle, Kozomurnik with the set touch again. Oh, cross-court beauty from Stern. Just going back to that previous point, that Kaczynski serve where it's been blocked, but he hasn't switched off and he's made the touch. Now, obviously that's a fundamental for a professional player, but you see a lot of players put so much into the swing, they can take themselves out of the point. He's kept himself in it, and that's impressive stuff. Demyanenko clips the line. Canada up to 20.
It shows awareness of the situation from Kaczynski, in that he knows when the moment is that he has to swing full and the moment when he's going to have to play with some different control, and that the chance that the ball's coming back will be higher.
There's a Murnik. Oh, that's been returned. So he's got to set the ball again, wants it back, but it goes to Shabul instead. And Slovenia just struggling with conversion. And Ma is not.
The quality of contact by Canada in defense is the difference between these two sides right now. Their Slovenian side is touching the ball, but they're not getting the good looks in transition. Canada have made enough patient touches that they're getting to swing from good positions.
Remind me to talk about the middles in the set break, because Kozomurnik gets blocked. Oh, Louis does very well, and Lupke blocked again, chased back by Louis. He is in such good form. Shebel picks up a touch.
Demyanenko is not the biggest middle in the world, but he's fast. He holds his block position really well.
(21-17). Slovenia could really do with a Kozomurnik service run here. Don't write it off. Not the best first touch. Kaczynski off the hands. Ropret steps in. Demyanenko hustles. Swings. And Ropret keeps the rally alive. Shebel lofts that one off the net tape. Kaczynski gives himself some space. Erno's there. Good rally this. Finished by Stern.
Even with the point, Slovenia really having to work super hard. Ropret having to make a tough play after this recycle to deliver this ball so Stern can kill it. He's running away, he's at 4 meters off the net. The quality again, first contact in defense from both sides, a big determining factor in the scoreboard so far.
I reckon this is the big one from Kozomurnik. What do you think?
I'll put a Coke on it.
Oh, no, float serve. That's me owing you one. Oh, Demyanenko, great touch, Kozomurnik. Lofted to backcourt. Louis there again. Of course he is. Shebel. Too hot for her. That is class from Kozomurnik. 2-point game, timeout.
Riley, you go to help on passing, okay? You go to help on passing. Okay, guys, remember, continuity in the actions. Actions, they will last, like we said. They will last. They will last. High balls, we close the lines. Same thing over and over again. Okay, let's go.
Let's go. 1, 2. This side out.
So Rolly Barnes preparing to come in to assist the reception group. So expect to see him make his way onto the court in just a moment. But continuity, the consistency that Thomas Samovo is asking for, in that they're not needing to find new solutions every time. It's have a really good base to work from. But Slovenia is starting to push the issue now.
Well, they're really relying on their big servers, aren't they? Because the service run of Ropret closed the gap, and now Kozomurnik. But that's into Louis. This should be sided out by Kaczynski. It is not. Oh, it is. Kozomurnik just waiting for the signal on this. Is he giving it as a catch or a two-touch? Yeah.
That's a net touch. On that hard-driven ball cross court, you are allowed a little bit of leeway for the ball to bobble around.
Lupke. Overpass. Not sure that needs to be played by Louis. Shebel into Stern. Right back to Shebel. And off the hands. Erno sets behind him. And Shebel cleans off the block. That's tasty from Slovenia.
Well, now it's the calm head when everyone else around him was scrambling. Canadian block scrambling. Slovenian offense just needed that moment of control to take advantage. And Nik Mijanovic steps in for Ropret to add some size and physicality to the Slovenian block.
Oh, how often do we see that? They make that block in substitution, then the serve goes into the net. I was going to say no recognised setter on the court for that point, but after the previous point for Slovenia, everyone having a go. 2 points required for Canada to take the opening set. Still 2 points required. Slovenia have reeled them in. They were 5-1 down. They were 17-11 down. A second time out. So important for Shebel to apply some pressure with this serve. Oh, which he does. But it's a decent first touch. What can Ma do? Only find the hands of Payenk. Back to Ma. Big.
Ball control on first contact. Awareness and readiness in transition. Multiple opportunities being converted by Canada in this first set by having their heads in the right places, knowing where to look and not trying to do too much.
Set points. Set point saved. Over to Payenk. One set point saved. Oh, decent serve over on the first ball. Kozomurnik thought about it. Is there a touch? No! They're going to challenge. They have to challenge. Tonchek Stern. It's dropped long. No one's admitting it from Canada. Although Samuelvo's having a conversation with them, so maybe someone's trying to pull the wool over our eyes.
Even if there is a touch, it's a good moment to slow down and refocus on the next reception in particular. Payenk, strong server, but they'll have prepared his tendencies and what they're expecting. And now with this little chime out, thank you, Dave, that the preparedness for the variation on serve, the short serve, trying to hit a different target, this is probably what they'll be discussing right now.
What was it? No, it's gone through the hands. Well, that was a chance for Slovenia.
That is his son out there. The parents of Justin Louis will be super proud of his efforts, not just today, but this whole week. A fantastic impact on the game, playing with incredible heart and determination on defense.
Certainly is, and as a result, Canada leading by 1-0 here. So what I wanted to talk to you about was establishing the middle, because Payenk and Kozomurnik have been very, very good throughout this tournament. Slovenia 0, Canada 1. First set finishes 25-22. They've scored well, but because they've established the middle early, they've created opportunities for other people to unload, as we've got some stats. There was a moment there where Kozomurnik's jumped, and because they've not established the middle, Demyanenko has just gone. He was so convinced the ball was going elsewhere.
The stat there that reflects that the best is the number of blocks. Canada with 4 blocks. The early missed connections between Payenk and Ropret. All of a sudden the ball is starting to go to other parts of the court, makes the block decision easier for Canada.
Well, there is a 114% chance that one of these teams is going to win this game.
I like those odds.
Yeah, I like those odds. However, Canada's odds have certainly increased after that first set. What a start to go out to 5-1 and 17-11. But for it to finish 25-22 and for Slovenia to have had a swing to make it 24-23, probably feel all right about it, won't they?
Well, they certainly look like they're in good competitive rhythm. Slovenia, some ups and downs, not being able to have the consistency that they would like, and Canada finding the consistency that Tom Samovo is asking for.
Well, you mentioned they had the blocks.
And only one choice in the middle from Lucas van Berkel ends up with a block. But being able to have this range on both sides of the court, establishing the middle, it's a critical part of the game, because otherwise the middle blockers are only looking for 2 choices instead of 3 or 4.
And they're showing their depth in the roster today, Canada, aren't they? As we take a look at Kaczynski, he's doing a great job coming in place of Schwartz, and Finn McCarthy has been really impressive, but Demyanenko has done very well today.
And a nice hair change and eye change and face change by Xander Kaczynski. Looks a lot more like Lucas von Berkel now than he did while on court.
Tonček, the ever-reliable. Some of those handling errors in the first set for Slovenia, because we're so used to the quality being so high, they're quite jarring.
It does jump out at you when the quality is not so good. And the contrast between both sides, then it probably enhanced that even more as we get a good look at Xander Kaczynski.
Actual Xander Kaczynski.
Yes, that is him, just double checking.
And that's not him.
That's not him.
No.
But the Canadian ball control was fantastic. They did a great job of never being scrambled beyond where they were comfortable. Even when they had to dive on the floor and pancake or make a quick touch, they got a better opportunity in the next phase of play.
Jan Kozemernik will get us underway in the second set. Slovenia need a big start. He can usually provide them with one. Ma offers up the free ball. That's not like him. Usually he'll have a swing on something like that. Shebel to Louis. Ropret. Shebel. Oh, good rally to start with. What can her conjure up? Ma. Another dig. Kozemernik's their backcourt. Shebel. Off the hands. Ma. Her. Demyanenko. Kozemernik. Surely this time for Shebel. Oh, this is outstanding from Canada. Kaczynski. Erno. Shebel. It can't go on for another phase. Ma into the hands and down. Outrageous, outstanding.
Great determination from Slovenia, particularly Tina Erno, being able to make another touch and another touch. The difference is the ball on the Canadian side of the net is getting to the 3-meter line for the setter to play, so they can really be aggressive with the set. Ropret having to work a couple of times to throw a long ball where precision becomes a question.
All of that for a side out.
1-0.
That's the game.
Exhausted.
Here's Danny Demyanenko. Shebel receives. Oh, nice. Erno on the pipe attack. There's Tonček Stern. 6 points for him in the first set. And Payenk rises high.
Maybe even a sigh of relief from Gregor Ropret. The connection is there. They can find each other once more. Also that gives Ropret another string to the bow to play when trying to disrupt the Canadian block and defense.
Stern into Lepke. Kaczynski. That's fed in nicely to Ropret. And there is a nicer tempo to Slovenia.
Well, Tina Erno doing a fantastic job in defense, not just in creating chances, but improving the quality that they've had.
Stern goes again. Von Berkel has to play it. And Ma finishes it off. Well, Shebel slowed it down, but delayed the inevitable. To Ma. When he hits it, it stays hit.
Does give it some venom.
Kaczynski. Taken down low by Shebel, right off the bootstraps. Oh, yes! Lepke lurking.
Wonderful ball control once more. The confidence that this Canadian team has in their ability to have a playable ball that really reduces the chaos and the stress that guys can be ready to make these plays on the second contact.
Kaczynski, 3-3. Right into the net, that one. Shebel Two blockers to play with.
Both Louis and Lepke getting caught, moving forward and standing a little bit tall. For Lepke, it's not so bad. He's probably most likely to be in this position to chase down the ball. But for Louis to take that last little step in and then have to change direction causes the ball to beat him to the floor.
Shebel. That's a lucky ace. But Slovenia need a little bit of that luck.
And we've been talking about the quality of the Canadian first contact and how well they're playing. But irrespective of that, 5-3 Slovenia.
It's a better pass in, and Mark takes the heat off that one. All the way across to Kaczynski. He does his job and does it well.
The controlled recycle from Stefan Maas sets up this play and buys those vital fractions of seconds to put pressure on the Slovenian block.
Maas serves. Took a little clip off the net, so it's a good ball in. And a good finish from Stern. Maintaining that breakpoint lead. That one dropped in a bit shorter on Mark. So Kaczynski with work to do, and ambitious swing. See what he's trying to do, but he has not got much margin for error there.
His approach angle on the ball makes this shot really tough, and the set location as well, where the contact for the set is, that it's on his right side, and to bring that ball from his right shoulder back across and still find the court is it's a really small margin, as you said.
Payek, 7-4. 7-5. Kozamernik. Not had the best day in an attacking sense. Oh, Demyanenko has his wits about him, but Lepke can't finish. Can Erno? Erno.
Correct, Dave. Once again, the Canadians just look so well drilled and so in control of what they're doing. But for Slovenia, they're making the points. It's not beautiful volleyball. They're having to grind, but they're getting what they need, and it feels like they still have some more room to improve, another gear to go to.
That's one of the break points cancelled. Oh, Kozamernik. Two of the break points cancelled. They're going to challenge this for a touch. Can't challenge it on the baseline. And again, no one's admitted to this, which immediately makes me think that no one's touched it. We're not going to hear anything. There's no microphones, unfortunately, over the chime out.
For Slovenia, the key has to be that they just create good enough opportunities to let their hitters go to work. They have so much hitting talent on the court that as long as they can get good looks at the ball and they can swing strong and not trying to just make solutions, just keep the ball in play, that they can outscore Canada. It's this idea of they're going to score.
That was close. That was close. But no touch on it from Demyanenko. So one unsuccessful challenge for Slovenia, one unsuccessful serve for Lucas van Berkel. Slovenia back ahead 8-7. Ropret. Lurky, nice reception. And a lovely touch. Oh, Kovacic nearly got there, didn't he?
It must be so difficult to defend Eric Lepke. He has so much time in the last little fraction of a second before he contacts the ball to change what he's doing. He can play left hand and right hand on his tip and push shots and work strong.
Her into Shebul. The block was good, and Kovacic in the right place. Toncek Stern off the hands of Kaczynski. Demianenko covers a lot of ground, doesn't he?
Really quick mover laterally.
And as you said, he's not the biggest at 196, but he's agile. Louis into her. Oh, Ma! Oh!
The tempo on this play. Wonderful angle to see it here. Just pops over the top of the block and rifles it into that space.
Lupke looks that one into Kovacic. Oh, Louis. It's a good read. He's unlucky.
It is a tough play to bring this ball back into the middle of the court. Really would have hoped for a bit more height on that contact. Turning away, loses his body position where he can jack the ball up.
Here is Demianenko, locked at tens. Good ball in. Kaczynski got himself in a bit of a pickle.
A late change of mind on what to do. If he'd committed to his first action, probably would have stayed in a good position to make some sort of touch, but the late change of mind causes the handling error from Kaczynski.
Toncek Stern with the service, the overpass, and a chance for a two-point lead. Toncek Stern catches the fingers and follows up his great service with another point. He's having a good game. Takes him up to 10, all from the attack. A service, Stern on Ma. Timeout called, Slovenia looking good.
This ace online is okay. Other things, they will not surprise us, okay, from the serve. We keep passing, we keep covering, okay. Exclamation. What we have to do with left sides, you know where we have to be in blocking, okay. And turn that and we get close. Otherwise, we can do this, okay. Come on, boys, what do?
Great summation from Thomas Samovo.
Well, Slovenia on the run again, relying on their good servers. There's Ropret and Kozomurnik in the first half. First quarter, shall I say. Toncek Stern. Ah, here we are. The parents of Mr. Erno. Adi has joined us. Oh, that's missed everyone as well, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. Am I getting old and soft, or is it really nice to see players' parents in the crowds, still so supportive of their kids? Even because, you know, like Justin Louis,
Finn McCarthy,
all these players who are new in their journeys, their international journeys. But, you know, he's been around for a little while, hasn't he, Tina Erno? But his parents still come in to watch him play.
Well, his father is a legend of the game.
Yeah.
He'd also just be enjoying to see really good quality volleyball, particularly that his son's involved in it, of course.
Nice touch by Ma. Kaczynski gets Canada back on the board. And of course, Simeon Nikolov's dad was here yesterday as well. He's going to be putting some air miles in over the next 10 or 15 years watching those boys.
Well, maybe not if they're both playing together in Italy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I wonder where Simeon's going to end up. After Long Beach, of course. Shebel. Oh, wow, Ma has taken that off Louis. Instincts and reflexes, though. Whose ball is that?
Louis. Stephen Ma can take a step less and still be effective in defense. Putting two players in the same position. As you said, just getting in each other's way.
Shebel. Heavy serve, good pass. And a good block touch. Payeng feeds Rob Brett and touched into the block. Stern does really well with that ball in tight. And Erno gets blocked. It's a good point. Ambitious swing from out there. Canada with the chance. Ma. Brilliant dig by Shebel. Payeng bumps and Stern. Oh, wow. This is so much better from Slovenia.
It started with Tina Erno and his desire to create better quality contacts, and that is infectious. The team they're not being perfect, but they're just getting more and more chances to swing aggressively. And with the amount of talent that they have on their side, Canada can only hold up for so long.
16-12, Canada call their second time out.
They blocked them.
This is good volleyball. This is good volleyball. Patience. Hey, patience is really important right now, eh? It's going to be scrappy. Hey, keep going.
Come on, boys.
We
know it's
Passing,
like
guys. Passing, guys. Actions again. The heat of the game, they keep us focused. Here, high balls. Here, high balls. Without excessive adaptations, okay? Come on.
Let's go.
This one.
To recap from the previous timeout, Thomas Samovo really wanting his side to focus on side out, so technical elements in reception, but also their cover plays, that they keep generating positive opportunities, and awareness of where their position for blocker needs to be, particularly on exclamation reception. So when the ball's at around 3 meters for Slovenia.
Back underway. Ma blocked her there. Lupke in it. Setter. Ma can recycle. This time they go over to Kaczynski. He's thinking about challenging that, but I think they're going to leave it. He's missed everyone. Slovenia 17-12 to the good. Big turnaround, and Arthur Schwartz coming in for Kaczynski, like for like. Opposite for opposite. They dovetailed quite well in the tournament so far.
They've definitely found the right balance between Schwartz and Kaczynski. Very different players, often very different solutions.
Another good serve, Lupke, nice touch. And Schwartz with the first swing. Finds a touch, finds a point.
No better illustration of the difference between Kaczynski and Schwartz. Schwartz likes playing a slightly higher ball where he can just go be physical. With Kaczynski, he really likes to be in rhythm. He likes to play fast and use his athleticism to his advantage. But as a result, sometimes decreases the range that he has.
Oh, that's a shame that Stern's missed that, because it was a massive serve from Ma, and they did so well just to keep it off the floor.
Well, hopefully the replay shows us Clement Shebel probably defended that serve with his throat almost.
Yeah, that was hot from Ma. It's gone hot again, but Kovacic equal to it. No. Oh, into Louis. Now, Louis got a good contact on that. What can you do to soften that?
It's more about what he does with his hips and lower body than what he does with his arms. That his hips come up and he ends up standing up a bit tall. His arms come closer to his body. There's not so much room where he can control the angle of his platform or to take any power off if he has the possibility. So keeping control of that space and where you contact the ball in space, the key for all defenders, and Justin Louis on that occasion.
Couple of changes then, so not only is Schwartz in, but Riley Barnes is in now, but Alan Payeng is serving aces on Justin Louis. Maybe a consideration of the third set with all these substitutions for Canada. In comes Nick Hogue. Only really seen him as a service specialist so far, the Canadian captain, as Payeng goes again on to Hogue. A welcome to the game for him. It's going to be a welcome with a swing too, and a recycle. Ooh, angles, 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 angles. Lucas van Berkel.
Very clean footwork from Van Berkel to be able to be in front of the setter, and that he has a good look of what's in front of him. He's not trying to run somewhere and be in a different position, just jumps. Her puts the ball in front of him. Point Canada.
Ropret, Kozamernik. And there we go, establish in the middle.
It's not just establishing the middle, it's also when you come back to it, how you find that timing in the game, how to see the response from the opposition block. It's the difference between being a good technical setter and becoming a really great setter who can control what's happening on the court with their offense.
Ropret. Louis, here's Hogue. Tips that towards the 3-meter line. Schwartz. 3 blockers up there and he beats them all.
And Canada never looked stress on this play. It's very easy for people to start rushing around, but nice first contact from her. Barnes takes it easily, and Schwartz with a good swing with information, hearing his teammates call 3-3 to say they're 3 blockers, and he's going to have to play a shot off the top.
Looking for that corner. No such luck. No. Straight up from Louis. And Schwartz saw what he was trying to do.
Maybe a little bit predetermined from Schwartz. He holds himself to such high standards. He's always disappointed when he makes a mistake, but I get the feeling he had that idea of that shot in his head before the ball got there, and rather than playing what was in front of him, he decided too early.
Ace service. Tina Erno drops it in short. Hogue can't get there. Slovenia closing in on the second set.
Canada with 4 receivers in the pattern. They've gone short on Hogue in this rotation 1. Also an opportunity to go to Schwartz on the line in 5.
Instead, they go to Barnes, and Schwartz will swing. And side out. Big work to be done here for Canada. Barnes coming back out, Ma coming back in. Big old front court now with Schwartz, Ma and Demyanenko. Now, good ball in. Shebel over all of them. Her with the first touch, Hogue with the second, Ma with the third. And Erno starts them again. Great touch from him. Shebel off the hands and set point. We had a feeling this might happen, didn't we? A back and forth game between 2 very, very capable teams. Jan Kozamernik serving for the set. 7 set points, in fact. Ma. Well, he doesn't want to let it go that easily, does he? He'll swing like that all day for you. Change in the middle. Out comes Demyanenko. In comes Finn McCarthy. Served really well against Turkey. 3 aces. Serves that one on Erno. Shovel over to Stern. Oh, Payek slaps it through Schwartz. And we are level. Game on in Antalya. A really impressive response from Slovenia. Took them a while to get going in the first set. They chipped away at that Canadian lead and continued that momentum into set number 2. It's 1-1. Honours even and probably fair.
Yeah, the change in mentality from Slovenia, that they looked rushed, they looked like they weren't quite up to speed at the start of the first set, but their ability to control what's happening on defense, particularly Tina Unal, that just provides some quality and provides some time and let the hitters go to work, which then the knock-on pressure to the Canadian block and defense forces them to be under a little bit more pressure, where they looked so composed in the first set.
Clayton's down there. Canada 1, Slovenia 1. 2 sets. 25-22, 18-25. And interestingly, 2 sets that have been dominated by either team. Stats, what do you like?
Well, both sides unable to register a block, which is not completely unusual, but 4 aces for Slovenia shows the difference in the quality of first contact on the Canadian side.
So who are we going to hear from first? Now we look at the win probability. It's tight, isn't it? Slovenia 53 to Canada's 47. And let's hear what the brains of the operation think. Mateo De Checo's with Clayton Lucas.
Thanks for that, Dave. Mateo, the first set, it looked like you guys were kind of there or thereabouts, but couldn't quite convert the transition opportunities. Much better performance in the second. What was the message after set 1 to give you what you got in set 2?
It's not quite simple to analyze this. I may say that today the key of the game is to serve. We are serving crazy, they are serving crazy, so we are just playing high balls. And it means that we have to be accurate in blocking, being smart and accurate in defense, and on the other side the same. Right now, with this level of serve, it's just high ball game. This is the key, I mean, till now.
So in that case, and going forward, it's about, right, with this high ball, you can have 2, maybe 3 blockers. Let's find good solutions in those situations.
You have to be calm and trust in the system, you know, play transitions, as you said, and because the game gonna be like that. And they have, opportunities with some players to break the game with some really good serves. And otherwise, we are keeping our line, and everything seems fine. Okay.
Okay, great. Well, good luck for the rest of it. All about the high ball.
Exactly. As Liam pointed out, those 4 aces, that service pressure from Slovenia, making all of the difference. Thanks, as always, to Mateo De Checo for giving us his time. Who are we going to get from Canada? Is that Mikey Hawkins down there? Let's find out. Clayton, what are Canada happy with?
I'm going to find out. So, question, what are you guys happy with at the moment?
Ooh, good question. Yeah, I thought we did a good job of holding their service pressure in the first set. Coincidentally, I thought that's what broke down in the second set. We're fighting well on defense. We just got to convert a little bit more in transition.
Well, it does appear, doesn't it? It's getting into one of those situations. Both teams are serving really well, and so you're getting each other out of system, and it's who's dealing with it best. Is that the message going forward about dealing with the stuff out of system?
Absolutely, absolutely. Even the way that we're setting up in serve receive, understanding their serve directions and the variations that they're going to bring, and just be prepared for the bombs.
Well, here we go then. Let's hope you are prepared. Good luck for the rest of it.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's going to be a tough one, isn't it, for both sides?
Certainly is, and preparing for the bombs is all well and good to say, but when you've got Gregor Opret, Alan Pajenk, Jan Kozamernik, Toncek, Stern, Clement Chabul dropping them on you on the one side, and then you've got Arthur Schwartz and Demyanenko and Ma dropping on the other side. It's easier said than done. Sometimes you just have to accept that you're going to have aces served on you.
Yes. This is part of the game. And the struggle for both teams to maintain their quality under this pressure. It's not about being perfect. We saw the reception or set of contact zones just before. But it's not about being perfect. It's about having consistency where the setter can still make choices and you can play with good tempo so your hitters have some advantage.
What do they say? Don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. If you can consistently be good, you'll be all right. So, changes. Finn McCarthy onto the court, wearing number 33 in the middle. He will be very welcomed indeed, given the impact he's had. Von Berkel will be the other middle, but Louis is on at the moment as Canada serve first, and Pajenk rescues a real pie. But Slovenia still in the rally. Free ball offered up by Chabul. Her out to Ma. He's got work to do. Oh, a decent touch on it, but Chabul can't chase it down. Canada get the first point.
Will be interesting to see how the Slovenian bloc reacts to the input of Finn McCarthy in this game. He's been a real firecracker on offense for Canada. So does that change their blocking tactics now with him on the court?
Lupke, top spinner. Pajenk with the first touch, over to Chabul. Oh! Thought for a second, Kovacic had created a moment of genius. Instead, it's a fabulous block by Canada.
Well, the line between genius and stupidity is so fine. Not a stupid play at all, but a great block from Canada.
Lupke into the net. Slovenia off the mark. And Toncek Stern, the game's top scorer, 12 points. Ma on 10. Lupke receiving that. Ma to take himself up to 11. No touch though. And it's Mike Check. 1-2, 2-1. Oh, an ace. An ace, and Louis edges that one behind off the Stern serve. Whose ball's that?
Oh, Louis. They've clearly said that he's going to take the angle in front. But trusting that Lupke's going to be giving him that space to play the ball.
That's better from Louis. Schwartz into the hands. Opportunity for a breakpoint lead. Pajenk can't get it until it drops. But again, Louis. Really important touch.
It's pretty tricky to get one past him. He's not the biggest guy, but he managed to cover a lot of the court in defense. His stillness there, where he can then drive out of the move to get that extra meter.
Another good serve, another good touch by Louis. Ma. Oh, there's so much space. So much space for Ma. Admittedly, it'd take a big change in tactics, because very often you'd be putting it straight back into the danger zone. But I often think how good top-class liberos would be as soccer goalkeepers.
There'd be a lot of transferable skills.
Oh, you'd never get one past them. Kovacic. Chabul, off the hands he goes. Ropret. That's nice from her. McCarthy sets that to Ma. And Ma does the rest.
Once more from this difficult situation with the ball coming over the shoulder, Stephen Ma finds a way to not just keep the ball alive, but to make a positive play. Payek exposing the defense behind. He didn't expect that Stephen Ma could make that play.
He is full of surprises, so much so that they shouldn't really be surprises anymore. 4-4. Not anymore.
Stephen Ma is definitely not a member of the Spanish Inquisition. You should expect that he's going to come up with something.
I love when that pipe is timed so well that the three blockers are already back on the floor by the time the ball's hit. That one not bad either. Lupke getting the better of Payek.
It's when that timing is bang on that the blockers just have a front row seat to see that swing go past them. They have the best view on the court to see someone executing one of the most beautiful plays in world volleyball.
Service error. They happen. Payek. Oh, wow. Van Berkel. That felt like it was in the air for so long, like he had so many chances to get something on it.
It shows the need for precision in execution and timing and how difficult that can be, that players who played together for a long time, sometimes there's just that tiny little gap between understanding and execution.
Oh, Payek, that's a lovely top spinner, but Lurke's done very well, and Ma has done even better. Oh, this boy can play.
The power he generates off a really short approach really only gets one full step into this.
13 points. Still potentially a break ahead, though, Slovenia, if they keep on siding out. They've got the chance to do that here. Oh, no. Fed back into her, and Ma!
Delightful.
He's running hot now, isn't he?
Well, he knows that Canada needs to get this set to be able to play from in front in the next. And if they wait around for Slovenia to drop to the level that they started the game with, then they're going to find themselves in a pretty difficult moment.
7 each. Over on the first ball. Ma causing chaos. Doing it every tempo.
With power, with precision, with timing.
Talked about it the other day, didn't we? He's such an energy bringer, and when he plays like this, the rest of the team believe that anything's possible.
He's not just leading by example, it's the communication that you see on screen right there. He talks to the guys, okay, here we're going to get through the next one. Let's keep fighting, let's keep that energy up.
This is quite an important game for Canada, though, because they're playing really good stuff as Ropret sends this on its way, and Louis into her. Shebel over on the first ball, and Van Berkel puts them into the lead. But it's an important game because we're talking about how well they're playing and how individuals are really putting their hands up and how they seem like they're a great team in a great place. But if they don't win this game, they're 2-2 for the week. And the two teams they beat, you'd expect them to beat Turkey and Bulgaria in the current transitional phase for Bulgarian volleyball, as Ropret sets that for Erno. He can't find the floor, but there's a net touch by McCarthy. Losing to Poland 3-1, there's no shame in that. And again, there's no shame in losing to Slovenia. They're a great team. But if Canada want to have the impact on the world game that they believe they can, these are the teams that they need to trouble. So this is probably the difference between an excellent week and an ooh week. McCarthy, nice touch by Kozamernik. Oh, he finds a solution.
Lovely deft touch by Kozmernik.
We're all big fans of Jan Kozmernik, aren't we?
Even McCarthy probably expects him to go up and try and take that higher and really try and play a different shot over the block. But the space to just jam it in over the net. He's a big man with a tender touch sometimes.
Great combination. Ma receives that from Erno. Lupke off the hands, and Ma has to reach for it, so Lupke can go again, and Ropret can intercept. Shebul. Here we go, break point Slovenia. This set is back and forth. Timeout called.
It's going to be there, it's going to be back. It's going to be there, it's going to be back. That's the game.
One side out
Hey, that's the principle. When they're fucking the lower sets close to the net.
Guys, side out. Simple things, okay. Consistency in serving, okay. Pass the balls, cover. Hard solution when it's one-on-one. Higher balls, then we play as a team. Good solutions. We go for the point. Let's go!
Here we go. 1, 2, Canada.
The instant impact of Thomas Samovo's intensity on that timeout is amazing.
Yeah.
Stephen Ma ready to step up and make sure he has a leadership influence on the group, but as soon as Samovo enters the chat, as you might say, the whole room changes.
In this sport, he talks, you listen. That has come down with snow on it. Look, key monster block, Kozmernik. Change at setter, right, Brett Walsh in for Luke Hurt. First look at him. This season's VNL. They know him pretty well in Turkey. Played with Halkbank Ankara. Got himself to a Turkish Cup final back in the day. And this is his first touch. That's got some meaty spin on it. And it's over on the first ball. 12-9 Slovenia. Oh, Schwartz taking on the big men in blue.
For Canada, how Eric Lepke can get back into scoring form. He seems to be waiting a lot and trying to play shots and trying to find some creative solutions from position 4, but on those medium balls where he needs to play strong, hasn't been able to find the floor.
That finds the floor. Oh no, gets the timing wrong. Oh, McCarthy. Great read. Walsh. Better pass from Erno and Kozmernik. Here's another of those solutions.
And it changes the rhythm of the game. The Canadian block and defense is expecting a certain play, and for them to go off speed, nice placement from Kozmernik.
Here he is to serve. Air of expectation. High floater this time into Lupke and Ma. High off the hands. Kozmernik with the first touch. Oh, what a response from Lupke. How's he managed that? Same way again, and Stern scrambles it through.
Slovenia looking much more in control. Ropret being able to just distribute the ball and have precision for his hitters.
(14-11). That short floater again into Lupke. He's looking for hands. Payenk's taking them away. More changes coming in. Riley Barnes in for Schwartz.
The adjustment now being moving Lepke more or less into a position to be able to play opposite, out of the receiving group. So quite similar to what they would have been playing with in Monza.
Bigger serve this time. Mar equal to it. Lepke just lost the touch, Canada, right now. Need some big plays, but at the moment it's Sherbul who's coming up with them.
Canada hasn't been able to find their scoring output in this set unless it's been going to Stephen Ma. Just trying to find that one extra point, that one faster side out, that they're not under pressure constantly.
Timeout call, 16-11.
Guys, good self-talk. And we focus on things that we have to do, okay? And stay in the game. Side out. You come close, you take only the short, okay? And you have big court there passing, okay? Ready on short and pass close, then on fingers, okay? This hard side out. Let's go.
1, 2, get it. Come on now. Come on.
We'll find out if Riley Barnes stays on the court or if this is just a side-out solution to keep the scoreboard ticking over for Canada. But could be a brave move to move Lepke into a position to play as an opposite. And will require some reorganisation of what Canada's doing.
Well, Kozomurnik took the ball at 14-11, now 16-11. So a three-point service run is useful at any moment, especially in the men's game. Oh, yes, Ropret keeps that up. Well watched by Walsh. And the swing off the block, that is so important for the Canadians.
And so impressive from Walsh.
Yes.
It's a great dig by Ropret. Smart heads-up play by Ernal. That is unbelievable ball control. And a great finish to the play by Lepke. Schwartz back in, Barnes out.
Lepke at 12-16. Sherbul into Ropret. A little bit behind Sherbul. He'll be out of the next point. But it doesn't matter because Tonchek takes the wheel. Change of libero, Urban Toman.
And Nick Hogue steps in to replace Eric Lepke. Maybe just a breather for Lepke across the back row.
Stern. Mar into Walsh, left-handed by Mara. Payek pokes that across, but no one's there. Asking a lot of the boys there, Alan Payek, wasn't he? That's nice from Mar, isn't it? What I've noticed about the players with a high skill level like him, when they put the left hand, the right hand, whatever it is, the weaker hand on it, it's not just a loose play, is it? There was a plan to that. It was low, it was precise, it was quick. So how can I make this as awkward for you as possible? McCarthy.
Oof. The offhand play, it's also a timing play. It's the hitter's advantage. The block is expecting the ball to line up on the right hand or the left hand, the dominant hand. Stern having a watchful eye over his younger brother. But the timing on the ball becomes different. The block tends to stop being in their strongest position and starts to fade a little bit. So buying that little fraction.
Sherbul searching for the ace, missing the baseline, but this is a great spot to be in for Slovenia. 4 points up. Can Schwartz have a say? No. Oh, that is unplayable, unstoppable.
He's been doing this exact thing for such a long time. Lovely tempo. Ball doesn't peak above the top of the antenna. And Ronald, Dad would be pretty happy with that. Mum too.
Payek, a service on Hogue. Payek's approach here. He's quite front on, isn't he? A lot of these real heavy servers feels as though they're a lot more side on. He generates really good power.
He's a very whippy, bouncy athlete. And that toss out to his left means that he's needing to square up to the court.
Walsh has rescued another one. He has got some skills as Brett Walsh. That is class.
It's not all just about setting the ball, and it's how you create positivity from difficult moments. And that's twice in the short time he's been on the court that he's turned lemons into lemonade.
Delicious. Ma. Ooh, that was close to a foot fault. No one's claiming it, though. It's not going to matter because Sturm wipes off the hands and wins the points. What do you reckon? Has he towed the line there?
I think he was absolutely perfect on it.
Okay.
The referees would have called it. Credit, though, to Gregor Ropret, moving the ball around, and the Canadian block doesn't have the sure-mindedness that they had earlier in the game.
Ropret, it's one hand on that by Hogue. It's got to go over on that third ball from Walsh. And a delicate touch by Erno. And Slovenia disappearing out of sight.
Excellent look by Gregor Ropret to see where Von Berkel was and where he wanted to play, creating a one-on-one opportunity.
Someone should do one of those bad lip syncing there of him playing the permanent marker like a penny whistle. Lucas van Berkel. Big block on Kozum Murnik. Another impressive contribution from Finn McCarthy.
The rush on offense from Slovenia comes also from their starting position on reception. They're starting quite far up. They've now taken a small step back, but the space for everyone to get into that cover play is not available because they're also close to net at the first contact.
Well, pretty close to that too, but Erno squeezes it through Hogan McCarthy.
And the next point, it's the advantage of starting so close to net. All three hitters only a step or two away from where they want to be to hit this ball. And Ropret can really accelerate the set.
Louis took a clatter to the head there on the way through, and that ball's taken a clattering from the Slovenian block.
Brandon Curry doing the hard physical work, but no reward for the Canadians. And it's Tina Unal, an opportunity to close out this second set and a 2-1 advantage.
24-17, there's some turnarounds from the start they had where they weren't at the races at all. Very much there now. Set point, Ernau. That is Curry, who's done incredibly well. Oh, what a block!
Chebul really wanting to snatch at this last point. Instead of taking one more action and getting the ball under control, tries to finish a little bit quick. The Canadian block, make sure the ball hits the floor.
Walsh serving to stay in the set. Ropret, Kozum Murnik, 2-1. Chess, you see.
And if you're talking to the supercomputer, it's probably going to say, sorry, Dave, I can't do that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's probably going to say, sorry, Dave, I'm not telling you the secrets, mate. I've got to stay in my job somehow. So at least one more set of this. Canada will be hoping for 2 more sets, but a really good start to another excellent volleyball day here at the VNL. Great to have your company in Antalya. The penultimate day. Time flies when you're having fun. As we look at the block locations, I'm going to talk you through the other games that we've got to look forward to following this one. Turkey, the host, versus France. Clayton and Liam will be talking you through that one. I will be down on the floor. No Gurbic for me today, so I won't be getting any smiles and grins from him. And then we close the show with Bulgaria versus USA. That's myself and Clayton. Liam is down there getting the best and brightest from the coaches and players in between sets and at the end of the game. And then tomorrow, Slovenia versus Poland. That should be an absolute cracker. Turkey versus USA, and that'll be the one game that those two teams are targeting for victory this week. And then the final game from Antalya will be Bulgaria versus Netherlands. All the games here, all the games over in Brazil and Macau, and then Japan, and so on and so forth, are live as part of your VBTV subscription. So great to have your company. And I hope that you guys are enjoying it as much as we are, because we definitely are. And Jan Kazimiernik will be. Slovenia pick up a point here at the start of set number 4. He serves it on to Mar, who goes off the hands, and that's a nice tidy side out by the Canadians. Yes, Macau and Arlington next week, isn't it? Very nice indeed. McCarthy's kept his place. He's done some damage from the service line in the 3 and a bit games so far. Tomczak Stern.
The tempo of this set is what troubles Van Berkel. He cannot get both to the spot he wants to get to and over the net. Has to choose one. Chooses to close the seam. As a result, rolling off the net, ball dribbles down the front.
Schwartz the target. Mar. Ooh, he can't find the floor. What can Shebel do? Oh, they're going to check this. Canada, confident it's out, but it's in, and Clement Shebel has hit a blinding winner. What a shot.
There was a puff of chalk there, I think, that we saw. Credit to Artur Schwarz, though. That was an excellent reception on that serve. Not always in the reception lineup, but handled that one with aplomb.
Full court ballers in this Canada team. Stern. Into Lupke. Does very well, as does Mar.
The Canadians really need to push themselves to get into a more energetic game. If the game's just slower back and forth, that really plays into Slovenia's favour. They have the firepower that they can overwhelm the Canadian side when they can play a tempo that they're comfortable with. Canada needs to get the energy going. They need to find those extra touches and put some time pressure on the Slovenians.
Schwartz with a beauty! Straight out of the top draw. That is outstanding from Artur Schwartz.
And we've seen a couple of serves today in that exact spot, just tagging the line in position 1. Must be a nice breeze coming from that end of the court.
Gone for the same again, but Stern equal to this one. The standard in this 4th set so far, both sides of the net.
And it's the response. Slovenia want to finish it off. Canada wanting to make sure they get another chance to win this game in a 5th set.
Louis receives. Oh, thought Payenk had tucked him right in then, but it's gone Schwartz's way. Turks are here.
Cedric Henard with a very thoughtful beard stroke.
Yeah, it's pensive, doesn't he? Mar onto Kovacic. That is unplayable from Stern.
The tempo from Slovenia looks a lot better. Players much more in rhythm. Kovacic really controlling the space in reception. Brilliant precision.
Oh. How to hit a line shot by Tomczak Stern.
It's a short book, but a good one.
I prefer the pictures. Schwartz, the hand's not high enough for him to win the point. Payek. I think they're looking at you.
Well, we're looking at them. So we're looking at each other. Just some clarification that the score on the scoreboard is correct.
I make it 4-5.
So does Mr. Sminovic. And what he says goes.
He's going to yellow card the scorers in a minute.
It was weird that he does bring his cards to breakfast.
Yes. And dinner. Payek. And the airport. If the flight's delayed, woe betide you. Ma's done well there because he was watching out for Louis. It's going to cost them the point, though.
It's a hazardous job being a Canadian libero at the moment.
Yeah.
It's the second libero to take a shot to the back of the head. Forcing an unorthodox play from Stefan Ma.
You're going to have to get these guys helmets. Ma then, having booted him in the head, has gone down to check that his foot and ankle were okay.
Priorities, priorities.
Early break point then for Slovenia. Payek still on serve. Once again, the two middles for Slovenia really having an impact on this game. Kozomurnik there, waiting at the net. And Payek sends it on its way to Louis. Lupke. Good swing, but Stern gave that a good go.
This is good for the Canadian offense. Lupke did drift out of the game a little bit, so for him to come back and score in the early stages of this fourth set.
Van Berkel sends it on its way. Oh, that's a really good block. Really good block. McCarthy and Her out there. They don't always have to be toe breakers, do they?
Well, he just got there. The diving right hand of Finn McCarthy.
6-6. Break point cancelled. How has that stayed up? And how has Erno not taken the net off the posts? Oh! Lupke puts Canada into the lead.
That was in no danger of being a toe breaker for Tonchek Stern because that hit the ground before he did. Lovely bit of footwork from Luker.
That is one of the biggest blocks. And then McCarthy pounces on the loose ball. And Canada 2 up.
The service variation from Lucas van Berkel causing all kinds of trouble for Slovenia. And at a critical moment, timeout for the Slovenian team.
Sappiamo che cade, okay? We are taking that step there. Attenzione che ha bisogno di spazio per poter lavorare lì bene sulle mani o prendere qualche diagonale, no? Lui ha chiuso il colpo dietro, no? Tranquillo. Vai, stai down.
Kretsu really trying to find a way to get the attention back on this side-out game.
Do you think the language that he does his timeouts in dictates his level of anger?
There must be part of that. Also, the need to feel like he can be understood quickly.
The pass game has gone to rack and ruin for Slovenia at the moment, and Canada taking full advantage, 9-6. And most of those points have been created off the back of errors from Slovenia.
We talk about service speed so much. It's the lack of speed and the excellent placement from Van Berkel that's causing all the trouble. jamming up the middle of the floor for Slovenia.
And they haven't converted again. McCarthy sets. It's a free ball. And Lerpke again gets a good touch on it. And Schwartz does the rest. This is a brilliant service run from Van Berkel. Of course, the rest of the team are pulling their weight, but he's given them such a platform to counter-attack from.
It's putting Slovenia under pressure right from the start. Kovacic wants to take half of the court here in reception, but if he goes in, then it makes it very difficult for the middles to get to their spot, makes it very difficult for the pipe attack.
Here's the young gun, Rokratsko, coming in to try and be a difference maker. Clement Chabot takes a breather. 12 points against France. Really accomplished performance. A young player at the start of his journey. Zerno squeezed it in, he hasn't. But they're going to request the block touch here. They can't request the in-out.
Van Berkel did a fantastic job of playing the short serve to jam the ball in the middle of the court. Then sees the new receiver, takes the opportunity to be aggressive into the seam, and forcing Slovenia to react instead of being able to be proactive with their reception placement.
Just a reminder that this game was 6-5 Slovenia. Now it's 11-6 Canada. You do not get runs like this in the men's game very often. And it might get even bigger still. Free ball. Oh, that is an almost unforgivable error. They've got another chance here, Slovenia. And Erno converts it. Oh, my goodness. They did their best to lose that point. The men in blue.
Well, Luke Herr doesn't find the connection with Eric Lepke on the short ball inside, and then Lepke probably had an opportunity to swing strong and kill the ball, but looks to tip and find the space.
Her. Better set, better swing, and the effort from Louis is in vain. But he shows willing.
Can Slovenia get the momentum to swing back in their direction now?
They've got themselves in a very similar position to the one they were in the first set, and they just ran out of time, really. Canada waiting deep to receive this serve, and an overpass. Ropret, Kozomurnik, 12-9.
It looks like whichever side can maintain the momentum or get the momentum swing at the right moment in this set is going to take it. Big swing so far, and we're only halfway through.
Another good serve, but a better pass from Lerpke. Oh, a net touch from Canada. It's 12-10.
Lepke tries to run an inside play with Finn McCarthy, and just not enough room to land comfortably. Timeout Canada.
Guys. Easy. Passing variations. Then in attack, decision making. Who do I have front of me? Do I have a setter? I'm on one-on-one and so on. Simple stuff. And we're gonna be tough now, guys, to pass this ball well and side out, okay. Then block defense with Urnau. Diving. Big defense in the middle. Our section ready for these balls. Still you are outside of the block, okay. Come on, side out.
1, 2, yeah.
Let's go.
It really does come down to decision making against the block for the hitters. Artur Schwarz earlier on predetermined his shot and came up with an error. Lepke a couple of times, it looks like he's been trying to find an extra solution when just the straight swing will work.
Ooh, how close is that? Not close enough. Tell you what, if that drops, then Slovenia can probably have put the champagne on ice. As it stands, the fridge door remains closed, and Eric Lepke goes about adding to the lead for Canada. Here's Brachko. Her and Louis getting tangled up, but Mark he finds that spot quite often, doesn't he? Just throws a penny into the well.
Because he has so much power, you have to defend for the strong shot, you have to defend for off the block. And he uses that to his advantage, knowing that the defense is still or is trying to fight off that strong ball.
Good serve. Ropret does well. Kozomurnik, less so. Big block. And then it's a 5-point lead again. The swings in momentum in this fourth set are huge.
We are getting towards the end of this first week. It's been some long games for both of these sides, a lot of attention required. And to be able to control themselves in this moment is what will separate the winner and loser at the end of this game.
That's over to Tontek Stern. It stinks of 5 sets, this, by the way. The stench is horrendous. Kozomurnik. Is there another twist in this fourth set tale? Has to almost genuflect for that one. Kozomurnik. Oh, Payek. That's a big chunk of that on McCarthy.
For all the talk of tactics and organisation and thinking about different solutions for teams to find, it's about executing the basics really well. Service pressure, clean decisions on block, ready on cover, still on defense.
Here is Jan Kozomurnik. Floats that into Mark. Oh, the dig. Kozomurnik with the chase. Brachko offers up a free ball. Her. Schwarz. Down it goes.
A little bit scrappy on the Canadian side, but the right result in the end for them. Bernal once again finds the right position in defense.
Slovenia have already messed with the schedule once in this tournament when they beat Netherlands 3-2. It took 2 3/4 hours. And as a result, in fact, it was Poland and USA. Their game was delayed, wasn't it? That was on day 2. An hour and 3/4. This could be another long one. I mean, less so if Canada carry on like this in this set.
They just need to maintain their advantage. But to do this is not as easy as it sounds. It's about having this control in all elements of the game. Service pressure now, then when they're back on side out to be organised, have good ball control in defence and transition.
Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one.
And a couple more of those wouldn't help either.
Oh.
Wouldn't hurt, I'm sorry. Won't help the Slovenian cause.
Timeout called, 18-13.
Oh! Here to me. Everything what is coming in this way, we keep high on the hands. Don't close, high on the hands. This side out, he's coming to the serve, okay? Everyone ready, block defense. It's still possible, everything is possible, okay? Go.
Right, 18-13, some numbers to crunch. Canada, 12 blocks. Outrageous numbers. Brachko coming back out. Shebel's had a breather. That is a huge difference in blocks. Schwartz. Shebel. Oh, Louis gets enough on it to return it. Shebel. Oh, that is delightful from Clement Shebel.
Really good solution with that ball, a little bit low and off the net. So to find the floor from there, great job, Clement Shebel.
Thomas Samovo proving there that you can't please all the people all the time. And Schwartz finds the corner. Too much on that front mark. Nick Mujanovic entering the game for Rob Pratt. Last time they did this substitution, the service went right into the net. Got a good block on Namir. And they used him in this instance. There he is, look, the one-armed bandit. Oh, Payek serves long.
If Lucas van Berkel can find another service run
yes,
like he did before at the start of this set.
Very impressive. Instead, it's Erno. The old switcheroo.
Kovacic hip to the game, arranged early where he wanted to play that ball, how he get the players out of his way.
Ropret. Oh, he's gone for it. And he has served a lovely ace. Mars scrambling. Brett looking for the miracle this time. I say miracle, we've had a couple of those today, haven't we? Those great angles. Good serve, ace from Luke Kerr.
Bringing some really good heat. Just punches this ball. That's a compact arm swing.
Wasn't far off with that. I'm trying to place who Gregor Rotbrett looks like. Did you ever watch Modern Family?
Yeah.
Phil from Modern Family.
That's almost an insult to Gregor Rotbrett. He's a handsome man.
I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with it. Here's Erno. And it goes to her. Oh, and then Lupke. Canada are going to take this. And we are going 5. And is this the new way to get warm for the summer? Slovenia cracked the code. You don't have any warm-up games. You just go 4 or 5 sets in every possible opportunity. Here's Lupke, 23-18. Shebel receives. Well, he can't have done. He got the second touch. Into her, Mark. Oh, nicely done, Kovacic. Shebel plays that off Schwartz.
Kovacic doing a fantastic job. Really positions himself nicely in that deep cross-court angle and can control a large part of the court around the block.
Into her, couple of points away. Still a couple of points away. Shebel. Misses, set point. Set point. Finn McCarthy to level things at 2-2. Shebel, not a great reception. Over to Stern. Stern off the hands. Payeng puts it down. First set point saved. Set point. Oh, good service. Shebel's got to play it, though. Oh, Payeng. He's in the groove.
Dave, I hope you haven't gone a little bit early on calling this going to 5.
Come on, surely not. Surely not.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, 24-21, timeout called.
Good self-talk. Okay, that's it. Variations. First line, you know what you have to do. Okay, ball up if it's wrong, good legs. Stay in 3. Yeah, stay in 3. Stay in 3. Artur goes to ready to hit. Artur, you are ready to hit. We receive in 3, guys. This. Okay. Time.
It's a moment like this where the coach might need to take charge and say, here is the play. Let's execute this play. Take the information from outside the court into the court. Reduce the amount of decision-making for the players, but it starts with the reception. Canada need this side out to force a 5th set.
Well, that'll make it a bit easier. Nice ball into her. Lubke touches. Here we are at 2-2. 25-22, 18.
But while things need to keep moving, you've got to control what you're doing, making sure that the rest doesn't seep into the game. The rest stays away from the court.
Lubke to serve. The 5th set decider. Shebel receives. Oh, lovely pickup from Lubke. Mark, is there a touch? You bet there is. Oh, Canada are pumped, by the way.
The interesting factor is these guys are all pros. When you get to a 5th set, it doesn't matter how tired you are.
Yeah.
It's about how much you want to win.
Shebel receives again off the Lubke serve. And he can finish it this time. 1-1. It's a good commitment from Lubke. He knows he's not getting it. Just show willing. Goes a long way. Stern. Good serve. Louis forced backwards. Free ball. That one's nearly touched the ceiling. Ropret with options. Payeng can't find the floor. Ma! Erno. Shebel! Oh, this is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Shebel! Oh! Saves the best till last, but Tini Erno is the man getting the high fives.
Full layout, dig back over his head. Some great control by Stefan Ma. This play,
yes,
to get the ball close enough to the net but there's an opportunity to swing, and the confusion it causes on the Canadian side. Fantastic job by the captain, Tina Unal.
Tonček's turn. 21 points for him, 2 aces, 1 block, 18 attacks. Oh, Louis. Her has to chase. Smart. Can clean up.
Stefan Mart absolutely knows how important is this next 10 minutes, 15 minutes of volleyball, that if they can get the result they're after, they'll leave the gym feeling pretty good about themselves. But it takes the effort now to put a positive spin on the rest of the day.
McCarthy. Another good serve from him. Shebul. Oh, big block. Big block.
Big block from two of the biggest men on the court. Von Berkel and Schwarz combining. Positive reviews from Thomas Samuel.
McCarthy. 3-2. Canada edge ahead. Oh, Payeng. That's really nicely done by Rob Pratt.
How he leads him into the space. The call there is normally what's going to be called a chi, so it's a little bit further away from the setter. So that little space and leading the hitter by Gregor Ropret, leading Payeng into the space where he can just snap his hand onto the ball.
Chebul serves. A big fat ace.
The Canadians out of shot, holding on to their huddle just a little bit longer, trying to keep the attention in the group, trying to keep the energy there, really focusing on executing on this first side out.
Well, the serving has been a big difference for Slovenia, the blocking for Canada. And they just about evened themselves out throughout the match, but if either of those teams can get the other going.
That's a little greeting from Jordan Schnitzer there, one of the Canadian reserve players this week. He'll be looking forward to make a contribution in uniform pretty soon.
4-4. Schwarz, Shebul plays it. Oh, Erno straight into the Venus flytrap of Von Berkel.
Keeping composure on tempo for both sides is critical. Here, Ropret wants to play this fast ball with Ernal. He's probably wanting something a little bit slower. We can work with the top of the block.
That would have been absolutely spectacular from Schwarz. I'm not even sure how he went about generating that.
It's a fair angle.
Yeah.
How much of it was by design, I'm not sure.
Either way, 5-5, Payeng. Well received. And as soon as the net takes the pace off that ball, trouble, Van Berkel.
Van Berkel makes the first contact. He's in rhythm. He knows exactly the speed he needs to run at. And he can find the space above the outreached hands of the Slovenian block.
Mark. Stern cross court, her with a touch on it. And Kozomurnik away.
Luke Hare tries to create time. But all he ends up doing is giving Kozomurnik that little extra moment to be ready and play this ball short. Canadians again under pressure on their side out.
Well, that relieves some pressure. That is Ropret with another huge ace, and the service pressure from Slovenia starting to mount, starting to tell. Served like a man possessed, doesn't he? Ropret. He's gone again. He's gone behind Mark. And it's been overbumped. Here we go. Breakpoint chance. Shebel. 8-6. They change ends. Slovenia with their noses in front. And perhaps more worryingly for Canada, Ropret gets to reload from the other end. 4 aces he's served today.
You've addressed it very well, Dave. The difference or the disparity between the Canadian and Slovenian block has been stark, but the Slovenian service pressure and the Slovenian service scoring has been fantastic. Thomas Samovo now with a discussion.
Then we back. We set like this, close to the net, and we play, guys. Bravo, we are good here. You are very good here. Let's do it. Let's
1, 2, Canada!
Wonderful positivity. Yeah. That it's easy to think about, we have to do this, we have to do this. Hey guys, we understand what to do. We're good at this. Let's go back to the things we know we can do well and rely on that to give us the opportunity to win.
If he was my coach, I'd believe him.
That's great to hear.
Well, you know what I mean? You're in there. It's like he says you're good, and you're like, yeah, I am. I am good.
He delivers it with such conviction.
Yeah. And I think he believes it too. He's not going to give you any of the unnecessaries. Again, Her has to go searching, and Lerpke with work to do. Can't do that work. Stern with the block. And a change incoming. Riley Barnes in for Marr to strengthen up this passing unit. But this is all about Ropret, isn't it? This is a game-breaking, game-changing service run.
New receiver on the court in position 1. Does Ropret target there? Does he try and slow down the front receiver in Lepke?
No, goes to the libero instead. Good touch. Shebel for Urno. Louis steps in. All the way over to Lerpke, and Canada needed that so badly.
Critical execution on the set by Luke Herr. To play out of this triple block, Louis makes the time, but beautiful precision on the set. Lerpke looks for the simple solution, swinging strong cross court.
Now Van Berkel. Is he going to be able to have the same influence that Ropret did? Not this time. Tonček Stern wipes off the block.
Slovenian fans on their feet. Brilliant with the credit to Luke Herr on the last point. Ropret now using his arms and still keeping the ball on tempo. Both setters really playing well.
Oh no. Her over to Lerpke. Kovacic is there. Oh, Stern searching for the corner. They're requesting the challenge here for a block touch. I mean, Tina Urno has gone walking over to Mr. Simonovic with his hands on his head. Just ask for the challenge.
I think there's a little bit of optimism here on the Slovenian side.
Yeah.
Maybe some hope.
Hey, it's the hope that kills you, mate. The despair you can deal with. No, never a touch. Come on.
It didn't look convincing from the Slovenian players that it was a block touch.
Last game's a good game. Ropret. Oh, to the middle. Jan Kozamernik.
Rotation 1 for Canada. Lepke hitting right side.
And it goes to Löbke. Schwarz. Nice.
Again, good speed, good discipline by Luke Herr. Knowing that the short ball is not on, and great delivery. A different set, a different trajectory for Schwarz, letting him go up and be physical on the ball.
Ma back in for Barnes. Big bear hug embrace between those two as Ma retook the court. Oh, Löbke into the net. So 12-9, they're only one moment away, aren't they, Canada? They side out here, pick up a point on serve, then all of a sudden Slovenia get a little bit shaky. Nick Marjanovic coming back in, 19 years of age, coming in for the setter again. So far, he hasn't had any work to do because one has gone into the net, one's gone long, but he's tall, stands at 206. Raw but talented. Louis, Ma. Kovacic at the back of the court. Shebel. Oh, it drops wide. It drops wide, and that's a big point, a big moment. And Slovenia just 2 points away. Last throw of the dice. Canada call the timeout.
Guys, what is happening other side? There's setter on the court. There's no setter on the court. So accept variations in serving to play block and defense. Okay. We pass it closer to the net and side out. Okay.
There you go. 1, 2, get it.
After that, we push in serving.
Awareness of the situation. Slovenia trying to set up a block rather than trying to score directly on the serve. That's probably the cue for Slovenia to score an ace on the next play. But also that they will have to potentially force a ball to Nick Marjanovic, who is a talented player, but not the player that they probably want swinging in this moment. French and Turkish teams all ready to go.
Yes.
They have a great view of this fast finish.
Ma. Oh, what a chase by Louis. But Ma can only find Kovacic. Shebel. Löbke digs. Ma scrambles, but it's back over. Erno jump sets. Shebel. Match point Slovenia.
Doing a very convincing impression of a setter, Tina Erno.
Yes.
To deliver this ball in rhythm. It's not a high ball set. It's a faster play.
Silky.
That's really nice. And a great choice to not try and do extra.
To go 3 from 3. Stern sends it on its way. Ma to save the match. One match point saved.
Great fast hands by Stefan Ma.
Setter back on court. Ropret in. Marjanovic out. Yeah, Phil from Modern Family.
Sure.
Just in much better nick. McCarthy to stay in the game. Ropret has to search for it. Shebel off the hands. Slovenia are undefeated in 3 games once again. They have gone to the well, but they have come up victorious. Netherlands, France, now Canada, all dispatched. And they are prepping themselves for a busy summer by getting in.